Hi, my name is Glenn Monroe and I own Brain Diesel. And in today's video, what I want to show you is how to get some different use out of your taskbar. The taskbar being the part of your Windows screen at the bottom. And I'm showing this in Windows 7. So in Windows 7, when you go down to the Start key, you'll see there's several icons. Mine are probably different from yours because I've done some changes here that you may be doing by the time this video is over. Now let's suppose I use Excel every day, which isn't far from the truth. I go down to the circle button here and I launch my Excel 2010. And let's click on that. And here we go. So Excel launches. Now, while Excel launches, down on my taskbar at the bottom, you can see it's there. If I hover it over, you can see that's active. But I use Excel all the time. So if I use Excel all the time, maybe I want to have that be part of my pinned to my taskbar. All I do is I right-click on it, and from the list, I'm going to choose Pin this program to the taskbar, and now it's pinned. Now, when I go to close Excel, what you'll see is it's still there. Even though when I hover over, you can see that no one does show up. It's not open. Now, it pinned it in the 6th position based on what I currently have open, but I can decide exactly where I want that. And how I decide that is I left click on it and I drag my mouse along until I get it exactly where I want it. So I'm going to drop Excel in position number 1. So there's in the first position after the Windows Start key. Now, the reason you want to know where it is position-wise is if I want that to be there every time, or if I want to launch Excel, I should say, now instead of grabbing my mouse and going down and clicking on it, I can hit the Windows key and then the number 1, and that will launch Excel much faster, I find, even than double clicking. I'm not sure about the speed, but it feels faster to me. So I'll close Excel, and again, Windows 1, and it launches pretty quickly. So I like that feature there. Now, let's suppose I want to go into Windows, or my Windows Explorer. That's option number 2. Counting 1, 2. So when I go Windows 2, here we go. I'm in very, very quickly. And you can use that for any software you have, just window and that number, and it launches it. Now, something else you can do is when I go down to Windows, or down to Excel, if I right-click, here's a list of some recently used documents. Now, I find the recently used list doesn't update automatically or quickly enough, so it's not perfect for this. But if one you use all the time does show, all you would do is pin that file, and then that's going to always be there instead of you going to Internet Explorer to find or creating another shortcut on the desktop. Let me unpin that one. Where I find the pinning specific things is very useful is when I get down to something like Google Chrome. When I right-click on that, here's a list of different things I've got pinned, or most visited, recently closed, tasks, and so on. So Facebook, I recently closed it, I visited it a lot, maybe I always want it there. I can simply pin that, and now that always shows up. So that becomes a lot easier way. I think it's an easier way of finding Facebook than going, clicking on the icon and then go find the Windows icon or the Facebook icon to click on, or typing Facebook into Google. If you're always going there, just simply go down to the icon, it'll always be there, right-click, hit it, and you're up and running with Facebook in no time. So that's it. Let me just minimize this. So here we go. So when a file is open, right-click on it, pin it to the taskbar. If you don't want something pinned there, like right now you probably have a games icon there, maybe a Windows Media Player, things you don't use, then you simply right-click and unpin it from the taskbar, and it won't be there. But you can pin it, drag them around, use the window and the number shortcut to open it, and then you can have your specific files as well. I hope this video has helped you. Thanks for watching. Stay pumped, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.